Today we start our unit on personal finance. Specifically, we're going to talk about percent, sales tax, and discounts today. So, to review, expressing a fraction as a percent. Remember, that means that we're just going to divide the numerator by the denominator. So 5 divided by 8 is 0.625. Then, step 2 would be that you would multiply that number by 100, or you can remember to move it two places to the right. That would give us 62.5. And in your word problems or some problems, if this is the final issue, pay attention to the directions. Round it to the nearest whole percent, so 62.5 becomes 63%. Okay, now if we go the other way, taking a percent, expressing a percent as a decimal, so I have a percent and I want to make it a decimal, then instead of moving it to the right, this time I'm actually going to move it to the left, or take that number without the percent sign and divide by 100, and you're going to get 0.019. 180% would give you 1.8, 1.80. So you got to remember that when you calculate sales tax and discounts that you've got to change the percent to a decimal first. So let's do a problem. Suppose the local sales tax rate is 7.5% and you purchase a bicycle for $894. If you want to pause it, try to do the problem on your own, see how well you know this before you go on, go for it. So it asks how much tax is paid. To calculate tax, you need to take the tax rate times the item's cost. So our tax rate, your rate is always that number given as a percentage, and you're going to take that percent and multiply it by the cost. So we have the percent times the cost, and we can't operate with percents, so we change that percent to a decimal, and 0.075 times 894 gives us $67.05. So our tax paid is 67.05. That is the answer to how much tax is paid. So how would we find the total cost? Hopefully you thought to yourself that we would add the tax back to the cost of the bicycle and find out that the total cost is $961.05. Okay, that's sales tax. Now we might have a sales price or a discount. A computer with an original price of $1460 is on sale at 15% off. What is the discount amount? So we have to take the discount amount. To find that, we're going to take that discount rate and multiply it by the original price. 15% times our original price. We change the percent to a decimal times the original price gives us $219. So the discount amount is $219. So how might I find the sale price? Hopefully you said subtract it from the original amount. And when you do that, 1460 minus 219 is $1,241. So the computer's sale price is $1,241. Okay, so we've done sales tax and discounts, and now we need to talk about percent change. If a quantity changes, then its percent increases or percent decrease can be found as follows. Okay, you want to find the fraction for the percent increase or decrease. That means that on the top will be the amount of change, and on the bottom will be your original amount. And once you get that fraction, you want to change it to a decimal, or change the decimal to a percent, fraction or decimal, whatever you get. So let's do some examples. Finding percent increase and decrease. Use the information below and find the percent increase or decrease for each. So if I tell you the original is 250 and the new amount is 100, then hopefully you can understand that the original went down to 100, so that is going to be a percent decrease. We still have to find the amount of change, so I subtract 250 minus 100 and put it over the original. The original always goes on the bottom, so the amount of change was 250 minus 100 over my original. 250 minus 100 is 150 over 200 giving us 0.6, and then we said to change that to a percent, we would multiply it by 100. So this example gives us a 60% decrease. If I have another one, the original price is $39.99. The new price is $49.99. So clearly you can see that the new is more than the original, so this is a percent increase. We're going to find the amount of change over the original amount. So I'm going to subtract, and it doesn't matter which one as long as you know that it's an increase or a decrease. Keep your numbers positive. So we're going to do $49.99 minus $39.99 over the original. Original's always on the bottom, giving us 10 over $39.99. And when you multiply that by 100, you will get 25% increase. Okay, the last example to give you a problem. In 2000, world population was approximately 6 billion. The chart shows three possibilities for population growth: low, medium, and high projections. So find the percent increase in world population from 2000 to 2150, that's a long way away, using the medium projection data. So high, medium, low, I'm going to use the purple line. So when I use that purple line, I have to find the change. So that's 13 billion from 6 billion over the original amount of 6 billion. So 13 minus 6 over 6 gives us 7 over 6, which becomes 1.166. And remember, we multiply that by 100, so we have 116.6 with a bar on it because it's repeating. And remember, we went from 6 to 13, so that means this is the percent increase. So your answer, the projected percent increase in world population is about 117%. Okay, so you have examples. Now it's your job. You have some IXL topics that have been assigned to you, and you get to choose 3 of them, but you only have to go to 80 on these. You do not have to go to 90. So when you choose those 3, just go to 80, and then we will move on. Work your problems out and let me know if you have any questions.